Not I.
Not I. Okay. I will
I'll
just...
give it a try.
Okay. I hope he's okay. Okay, so would anybody like to recap for a point of inspiration what happened last week? Dickard, do you have a good memory of what happened last week?
Yes and no. I don't think I'd be a reliable recap though.
Okay.
I wrote it down. Want to look at it? Otherwise, I can go.
You're welcome to use the notes, but if not, I can recap
I'll try.
it.
I'll try my best. Please know that I will miss things. I have been
Okay.
hyper stressed all week.
Just give us your best, brother. It's all right.
Where is weekly recap? Oh, it's empty. If I remember correctly, we were still in. No, I think we had finished the party, right? And this was kind of like the wrap up of the party.
It was the day after the party.
Okay. And did we
Sir
finish?
Jackson woke up with somebody.
Oh, right. Yeah, this nigga woke up next to was it the missing princess or the missing queen?
It was at first thought to be Queen Eve, but found out to be because of a role that Midnight did for survival, found out to be Lilith, who had changed her hair. Hey, Brogan.
Oh shit!
I hit traffic on the way.
It's okay. Sanguinius is giving your recap.
Oh yeah.
Please take it off my hands. I don't know what I'm doing here.
No.
No.
Too late, brother. You're
My
locked
plan
in.
worked.
I'll help you where I can.
My God.
That's fucked.
Yeah, so Lilith, who used to be blonde and have a gold eye and a blue eye, now just has blue eyes and black hair and looks exactly like Eve, who we decided retroactively are twins. And they have right and left butt cheek birthmarks in the size of conveniently looking exactly like what Damara looks like on the map. Can you tell me which butt cheek for a point of inspiration? Anyone?
Lilith was left. Eve was right.
Left. Nah, you.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and take
No,
that, Brogan.
no. He's not just gonna swoop in here late and then snap up the fucking inspiration like an eagle. That's fucked.
Don't want to do this anymore, man.
Dickard,
I give my inspiration to Dickard.
Yeah. That too. There's still a second point of inspiration on the line for you, Dickard, if you manage to give the rest of this recap. So I gave you that bit of information. Please continue from there. What else happened last week?
I can't remember. I remember Midnight's portion, but that's the only real thing I think I remember. That's the big standout. I can't remember anything else. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you going off memory and not just using the session recap?
I can't find it. I clicked in weekly recap and it's empty.
Session recap. The kids aren't all right.
Oh, that's why.
Probably cut down some of these channel tabs.
Yeah, the tab wasn't dropped down. That explains. Session recap. There we go. Azra went to the courtyard to find his brother with some doggos. And oh, holy shit, it's flooding in. After doing some like investigation, I talked to, I forgot what country she was the queen of, or princess or whatever, but a head of a country, and she kind of dropped a hint of like, hey, check the courtyard. or I heard good music coming from the courtyard, something like that. And we check the courtyard and we find
The
this.
head of a country? Do you mean a servant?
No idea. I can't. I'm not kidding, guys. I can't remember. I'm trying my best.
Why do you need to remember? Just read.
You are mixing up Princess Gemra with the servant you spoke to that like worked for you for like 15 years that you didn't recognize. Does anyone remember her name?
Priscilla.
Last name?
Harpand.
Wrong. Incorrect. Very close.
And
Yes.
didn't even look at the thing.
I'm proud of you, Nimunga. Take a point of inspiration.
Yee.
Lucian finds his mom amongst the nobility having tea. Princess Gemma?
Germa.
Okay, well, back onto that. Azra finds his brother standing in front of a bronze gold fountain of the Revan family and their achievements. After fishing the flute out of the water, he asks his brother if he's seen Pavlov, but he hasn't since yesterday. Azra plays off his concern and heads back to relay all this to the party. Back with Jackson, he's asking around the guards and is pointed to an area where some guards are chatting quietly. After some intimidation, he learns that they found the Knight Commander Vera last night in the woods. She's being held in Castle Dark at this moment. That's pretty huge, actually. That's crazy. And Sanguinius, he's asking around for the Yuan-Ti after the party. Needed an on-site verification after learning Pavlov was missing, and they knew she had an odd interest in him. Sanguinius finds out she left for the country yard in the early morning. She heard the mask. What the fuck is that?
Minstrel. Did I spell it right?
Yeah, I can't
you got
read. Minstrel was quite drunk, stumbling into some knight's quarters. The flute player had also gone to the country yard earlier. The servant who told him all of this was named Priscilla Handharp. Feel really bad about that still. The party relays information back and forth as they go about the castle, making sure someone has eyes on Lilith and talking with others. With Midnight in the servants' quarters, he noticed his Starlight slip on her long hair and tumbled down the stairs. Yeah, I remember all of this. He sidesteps, letting her face plant on the floor. There's a tense and emotional harrowing argument about how to handle the Yuan-Ti. Starlight wants to help, but Midnight says unless she could challenge him, he needs her to stay away. They argue about how Midnight's sense of self has changed since his husband's death, and refusing he ends the argument, leaving Starlight distraught as he continues on to do his duties. That is the recap as written. I didn't want to just read the recap. Cheating.
Are you dyslexic, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Vivian is restarting her computer at present.
Because you keep saying country yard, but it says courtyard.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I spelled it courtyard.
Oops.
I don't know. I will say, Namoga, sometimes your spelling is off.
It is. I
Sometimes.
understand that, but I look back to make sure.
No, I don't have my glasses on and I can't really.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
It's got, yeah. I was gonna take the time to like get closer and really like read the words, but I was like, fuck, the pressure's on, I just gotta do it.
Okay, I'm back.
I did it. I did the thing.
He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
I can read.
Okay.
I'm the one
I
JJK fan.
I wasn't here for the whole recap, so I will
Please.
let the party decide if you did a good enough job
Oh,
to
I did
have
a
that
terrible
information.
job. It was.
I thought you did pretty good considering, how I write and everything.
I just read your notes. I don't know. It felt like cheating. That's what I was trying. That's why I was trying to like go
Like-
off of me.
Broken goes off my notes like a good amount of times. That's
It's
cool.
fine. It's not a big deal. Does he get the point of inspiration?
Just give him the
Yes.
inspiration.
Fucking
You
take it.
screw-
I don't care. Yay, yippee! It's
Yippee.
6:17. Let's move the fuck on. I love you guys. I'm sorry about my technical difficulties. I believe I have gotten past them. So, moving forward, can you remind me where we left off last?
Midnight. After Midnight and Scarlight's interaction, he went off to continue on what he was going to do. I forgot what it was, but it was a midnight.
After that, though, we moved on to Daxon. And Daxon met with the Queen after tea concerning his recent late night tryst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
he did.
Yeah, Daxon was poisoned and then got throat punched by the queen. Yes, I remember that vividly. You were let go, though, Sir Daxon. Do we want to continue on with what you're doing next? You did recently receive information regarding the Knight Commander and what room she is being hidden in. We kind of cut away from that fast, I believe, because you had an appointment to keep. But
Mhm.
that was right before this. Do you want to go back and interact with that more, or are you minding your own business?
I would definitely go look into that more, and I would also ask if anyone in the, if anybody would like to join. Sorry, I don't know why my throat's affected, even in my mind, but would anybody care to join me to go speak to the guard captain?
Midnight will chime in. Actually, the monks at the monastery, we have studied the deep connection between the mind and the body. The body is ruled by the mind. It is how we do such extraordinary feats. We balance on the tips of spears. We meditate under the cold waterfalls. These such things are ruled by the mind. So, if it is so in your brain, if your brain throat is punched, I suppose.
Yeah. Oz- you do get like a bit of a chuckle from Azra. If you can find somebody with a lesser restoration, that'd be great. But Pavlov is missing, and if the first, 24 hours are very important, at least I know my mother is here. I need to go look for him.
I have lesser restoration. Why didn't anyone just ask me?
Do you have lesser restoration?
Yeah. Didn't ask no cap.
Has anyone else seen Sanguinius heal in the combats?
I've seen him heal
Yeah,
himself.
Wow,
Oh.
Sanguinius, that's been pretty selfish.
What
of
do we need lesser restoration for?
Because Pavlov was under, not Pavlov, Possum was, he was in that werewolf horde, and he was on a sort of mind control. So either,
Oh, I don't think
knock
that
him out.
fixes that.
Well, we first beat the mess out of him, and then I cast Laceration to do away with the Command Beast, I believe. It was Command something.
Semantics when you haven't even looked at her to see what she needs. No one's even peeked in that room. You're going off a rumor that Daxon was told by a guard, hey, we have the commander in that room.
Okay,
he's
well,
probably-
someone needs to get eyes on that. I have to go try to find Pavlov.
I will go investigate.
With me?
Yes.
Dumb and Dumber.
I am a
But why? Did you guys hear that? Why did this guy say that?
I am a practiced hand at containing what is Vera's technical title? Is she Knight General? Knight Commander. I have wrestled with the Knight Commander once or twice in the past when she is on her moons, so to
Wait.
speak.
Did I misunderstand? I thought we were talking about Guard Captain Arwen.
No. We
This
were
is
talking
like the
about
fucking
Knight
general
Commander.
lady?
This is the leader of the government's military who went missing at the same time the dragon was controlling werewolves. And after you guys have killed the dragon, she is turned up here without you guys having to look for her.
I completely misunderstood.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a way bigger deal.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's okay. You've never interacted with this character. You don't really
Yeah.
know Vera. So you probably were just like, yeah, whoever this bitch is. They're telling me not to tell, like it's a big deal or whatever. And it's literally Azura's mom.
I would suggest if you wear any fine things, leave them outside of the room. They will not last through the wrestling.
I'm sorry, did you say wrestling?
If she is beyond reason and requires restraint, we should not harm the Knight Commander beyond is necessary to restrain her from harming herself or anyone in her vicinity. So we must do so by the wrestling. The lucha, my people would call it.
I think
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, I can't get my strength. I think I'll manage. Plus, with Sanguinius' assistance.
Another tip, keep your mouth shut. She will try to get the fingers in your mouth. And she has the claws, and it is not a pleasant thing. So the best to keep the
Why?
mouth shut. She will
the
try
fuck
to
is
find
wrong with this one?
anything she could get her hands in. Also, make sure your pants are tight.
Does Midnight have a scar on his tongue?
This is so long.
I guess, but like maybe like if you ever caught Midnight yawning like extra wide, like cats do sometimes, and like the whole fucking head goes back.
Yeah.
If you've like seen him yawn wide, you might notice like a scar on the inside of his cheek where Vera's gotten a fish hook in one time.
There it is.
Out of context, this is so weird. Oh my god. Somebody would think, something's going on between the two of you.
Let me just stick my finger in your throat and pull my nail across your
Will-
tongue.
Remind you, Azura, of my immense disdain for all things canine. This is not something I relish in. In fact, you hear Midnight like on the side of the telepathic bond, like talking to a servant. Yes, could you please draw me a bath for my return? Yes, extra soap, please. I will smell like a dog for a week.
Just making jokes to, deal with the situation. Humor's great, Better be laughing than crying.
True, yeah. Preach.
So is Midnight going to help with Vera, or I thought the plan last week was you were going to ascertain, or sorry, trap the princess.
Oh shit, you are right. Oh fuck. Wait, Lucian is with the queen, who is with the minstrel. So yes, sorry, gentlemen, I must give my advice and fortunately depart. After running into an old acquaintance,
Oh,
Mind
you
you.
can't go saying someone's gonna stick a finger down my throat and not come with.
Unfortunately, I must attend to His Majesty and the charge of the Queen to find the lost.
Oh yeah, please do that.
Zendalore chimes in and she says, Sir Daxon, as the unfortunate individual who connects our brains. I have unfortunately caught enough slivers of your passing night's memories to know you don't tend to mind a few fingers in your throat.
That's private, okay? I think it would be best if you left them memories where they lie.
Sort of signing off. He's gonna try and leave.
She's not cackling like that. She just goes completely silent and just leaves you with that. Um, okay, so Sir Daxon and Sanguinius go to the guard barracks to check on Vera. Azura, you are going by yourself somewhere else?
He had stepped aside to relay all this, so nobody would think it would be weird if he was just like standing there. But the best way to find Pavlov, to track him down, he don't think Pavlov was staying in the castle, right? He was staying in that tavern, right?
No, he was staying in the castle. He was one of the employees. He had his own room and everything.
Okay, cool. Oh, that he was in the tavern. Then I'm just gonna try and find his room to find something to track his scent with.
Okay. It takes you a little while to get to know what area the bards were staying in, but you found there was a general room for all of the performers to share. Pavlov is not important enough like you to have your own room. So when you arrive to this room, do you just open the door and prance into this other dwelling that Pavlov shared with people, or
He's a civilized man. He's gonna knock.
you hear the light, airy voice of a southern belle, whom you recognize as Dahlia Delastar, aka Dolly for short, the fiddle player and gun saleswoman who gave Lucian a gun for winning the hunting contest. So you hear her say, come on in. Do you just walk in?
He'll walk in. Give him permission. Hi, Miss Dahlia.
Before you do, you open the door. You open the door, and there are several bunk beds, enough for 4 bards. And on the bottom bunk, closest to the door, is a woman kitted out in just the most frilliest pink night clothes, as Barbie as you can get. Imagine furs and silks, etc. Over the top. Everything. Her hair is down, cascading over her shoulder. She looks like an overdone sort of Bridgerton-esque tea gown, and she is sitting there with an axe beak also on the bed, just sort of using it as if it were a nest, with its head on her lap. As you come in, she seems to be petting her axe beak, her very threatening, huge bird, which is for some reason allowed inside, or probably not allowed, but is here anyway. She smiles at you, and she says, "Oh, you're Mr. Chasday, yeah? You're with the prince."
Yes, I am. Nice to see you again. First of all, I love everything about this. You look incredible.
I always do. Thank you for recognizing.
Of course, absolutely. But second of all, have you seen Pavlov anywhere? He wasn't in the courtyard, from what I've heard from somebody else.
Pavlov, I saw him yesterday when we were all performing together. When the Lord paid us this morning, he wasn't there.
Hmm. Thanks. Where would Pavlov sleep? I want to try and
He
grab
just,
something.
he bunked right above me, actually. We were bunkmates.
Oh, wonderful. Just gonna grab something of his so the
Do
hound
you
master.
have permission to look through his stuff?
Oh no, I'm not trying to look through his stuff. I was just gonna grab a pillowcase to give to the hound master because I'm very worried about him. We're old friends,
Okay.
and that's the thing. I'm not really sure. No one's seen him since yesterday.
Um, do you think he got in trouble with someone? Is he with some unsavory folks, or I don't
I
know him that well.
not that. It's just that he's a wandering soul. So from I'm not sure what he's told you, but he's been a bit of trouble unintentionally. But he left behind his flute, and I know he treasures it like crazy. So if that's been left behind, something's happened.
Also weird for him to go missing and that to be left behind. There's like gold in it. It would sell for a pretty penny if the
Oh no,
motivation is thievery.
it's a treasured heirloom, But yes, that's why I wanted to just grab a pillowcase so the Hound Master can help me out, track his scent, see if he's somewhere.
The rat thief, that's just a few gold, honey. It don't matter if it's been in your family a long time.
Alright,
These
that's
guns
fair.
are precious heirlooms to me, but to a thief, they're just guns.
True, but the fact it's not with him does speak volumes. But yes, just grabbing a pillowcase, not gonna look through his belongings.
Okay. Well, why don't you just use the flute? Wouldn't it smell like him?
Nah, I found it. It was dumped somewhere in the fountain, so it's waterlogged. The scent's real faint, so I need something stronger.
Oh, it's water. Hand it here.
He does seem a little hesitant, like it is precious, but yeah, he'll hand it over to her.
Being just a little bit busybody, this chubby halfling sort of like disturbs her Axbeak, who just cuddles back in by himself and goes back to bed on this lazy morning. She takes the flute and takes a deep breath in before using the power of her bardic lungs to just like blow very powerfully into the flute. Azra, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Lovely. Hopefully, I'm somewhat moderately okay with dexterity. No, I'm not, but I'll do it. 17.
Okay. With a 17, you manage to get out of the way before it wets you right where your crotch probably would have been.
Bruh.
Given the like level she is at, it only like splatters a little bit on your shoes and that'll dry in a few minutes. But by the end of it, and it sounds horrible, by the way. Your ears are ringing. She's clearly not a flute player, but it seems she managed to get the water out, and she hands it back to you. It is now a usable flute.
But scent-wise, it still would have been washed off.
Oh yeah, for sure. She gestures to the top bunk, and gives you the opportunity to get up there. However, the closer you get to the bunk, the more the Axbeak looks weary of you and like he might try and bite.
I guess I'll do a animal handling check just to like show off I mean no harm. I'm just gonna grab something.
You want to be timid around this Axbeak?
What? Timid? No.
Yeah, you want to show you mean no harm? Okay. How are you How are you approaching this?
Cautiously, slow steps, not gonna startle it. And it seems too intelligent, so I'm just gonna let it know, like, hey, I'm not gonna touch you or bother you. I just need to grab something right above you.
Give me a animal handling check.
That's an 18.
I'd say with an 18, it occurs to you when it almost snaps at you and takes a finger that you behaving timidly, showing this creature that you have essentially no balls, is gonna make it more hostile. It's gonna be like, I'm the alpha here. Well, I hate using alpha language because that's fake, but like, I'm the big tough one here, and you're my little bottom bitch, and I'm gonna make an example of you. And Dahlia chastises you with like southern silent judgment. Like, you know, she's not saying anything, but you know she similarly is losing respect for you, and you with an 18 turn it back around and maybe do some things to appear more threatening and hostile. Maybe snap back at it briefly before grabbing the pillow quickly. But you find your initial approach to not work so much. These are creatures you have to be a little mean to. Or they
All
won't
right.
respect you.
Oh, he's happy. He's all like draconic now, like fangs,
Yeah.
horns, all that. But yeah, grabs a pillow and he's just gonna head off.
Yeah, and as you're like walking out of the room, passing Dahlia, she's like, "Well, it's good to see you got a pair somewhere in that purse of yours. I'll see you around." And you fuck off. Circling back to the room with the tea party, Prince Lucian.
Yes.
Oh, actually, real quick, is there somebody's background noise going on? Does anybody else hear that?
Yes.
My fan might be picking up or something.
It's broken.
Yeah.
Turn down the gain a little bit.
The game?
Oh no, I heard talking.
No, the game. Sorry. I was like, what are you watching? Football? What's happening?
No, but I'm on the second floor now instead of the third, so when my mom's downstairs watching TV,
I
Mhm.
see.
Sometimes
I
that
see. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. All right. Well, transitioning, Lucian, I believe where the scene was last, you know Midnight is headed your way through the servants' corridor, where he met Scarlight. You don't know that Scarlight was there and that he had that run-in, of course, but you know that he's on his way, and he's taking longer than you expect. He typically, would be there much quicker, but because of that run-in, he was slowed down. You are with your, well, you were with your mother, but she seems to be excusing herself to let you handle the course of events, not wanting to spook her sister with her presence. So she does at some point excuse herself and leaves the room, leaving you with Lady Gemra. Very, like, doing it very much in the sense of, like, I'll leave you two to chat. She's obviously trying to set you two up. And I don't know. Namunga, you are the lady of the house, as you were last week. And I don't know. I think right about now, from like a back door that the servants use, that's sort of like hidden in the wall, you would finally see Midnight come in.
Oh, Sir Midnight. Using the back entrance, I see.
You would not. You probably
Oh.
wouldn't address Midnight as a lady, being him being a servant. I think the objective here is for him to slip in unnoticed.
Oh, okay. Okay, then if
Uh,
it's a servant, she wouldn't really think much of it.
Yeah, Midnight is technically only a servant. He is a significant servant, but I think you in the like being a noblewoman, being like sticking to court decorum, probably would not draw attention to Midnight unless there was good reason to.
Gotcha. Okay, then she wouldn't. She would just continue on. So then Lucian is with us. So like being the gossipy older woman who's absolutely willing to like not set people up together, she would look to Lucian like, Prince Lucian, I heard that you were quite capable in the recent hunt. Would you care to tell us about that? Like wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes, I just so happened to get lucky and find a werewolf within my sights. So
You must be quite the marksman. I believe those weapons, well, what rifles? I believe. Not many people have used them before, but you seem to be taken to it quite swimmingly.
well, it's just another tool to be learned. Given enough time with about anything, you could learn it without issues.
Oh, such flattery. But still, like, what other skills have you learned? You're quite the, quick learner. What else do you know?
Mm-mm. Lucian's not good at small talk. I am quite the learned wizard myself, so magic and the whole nine, and a bunch of other things in my pursuit of knowledge over the years has taught me quite a bit.
I
Go ahead.
Don't-
Sorry.
don't mean to be insensitive, good prince. In fact, my comment is meant as commendation. So far as I have understood of your ancestors, much of the magecraft of your respected people has come from clerical or shamanic origin. I am to applaud you, and I believe it is of merit that you may be perhaps the first wizard recorded of your people.
Mhm.
And I think that is something of prestige.
Mhm. Lucian
Sorry,
he gives her, that smile that he gives her a smile. Just gives her a very polite smile, and thank you. I do appreciate that that comment. Means a lot, and hopefully, if that is the case, then we can change that precedence, and more people of my kind can find themselves to be learned wizards as well, spellcasters.
I, of course, do not possess the prestige of magecraft as your Cormyrian allies and their war wizards of great renown. But if there is any way Sembia might be of assistance in the education and assistance to your people, though I would suppose I have heard Prince Forel is of some knowledge of the art, but word around the ladies' sewing circles is that you are a fair hand, more practiced than he. So I would suppose yourself, or perhaps that Emlyn the Grey I've heard so much about, might head such efforts.
That is definitely something that that can be further discussed. Probably after the events of the wedding. This is something that we can talk about and try to see what it is that entails.
Well, of course, and perhaps if you are possessed of the time and resources, well, maybe Damara might lend some of its esteemed mages to educate our own people. I have heard your Emlyn the Great is a master teleporter of some kind.
Emlyn the Great.
Mm. Hmm. Can I do an insight check on this one?
Absolutely. Is Gemma endeavoring to be deceitful in any regard? Would you say, honey? I don't believe so.
Deceitful only in that she is trying to veil ignorance with politeness.
Yeah. Okay. Then go ahead and roll me an insight, Avery.
You would know, Avery, that Sembia is not as established as Cormier or Damara.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge of the art, even like unto teleportation, if that can be used as a resource to help elevate Sembia, she is a politician. She is levying for resources of some kind.
Gotcha.
You would sense that she is genuine in her commendations, if
Mhm.
ignorant, but there is also an angle to it. She is not false, but she is fishing.
Gotcha.
Like being an honest liar kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure something can be arranged. But in order for this to be quite the successful exchange, what is it that Sembia would be able to provide Damara?
Give me like 5 seconds.
Take your time, baby.
I already sent him some relevant stuff, I think.
Me?
Not you. No, I only sent Avery stuff on the Fox mantles, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Sembia is the
Okay.
land of merchants.
Yeah. Well, Sembia does not boast the military might of your country. I know the Damaran Fist is of some renown and has even come to summons under your grandfather Gareth, when some human man, I believe, tried to make his own territory here, and the Fist of 5,000 were summoned to lay siege to the castle. We are well versed in mercantile. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Well versed in mercantile affairs, and while what we lack in military might, we make up for in trade and diplomacy, as I'm sure you can pick up from my delivery here. If it is an expansion of your resources, trade routes, and access, those are things Sembia can grant you. And of course, our gnomes make the best mint ale on the continent, so you have that to look forward to as well. And she'll raise a jesting cup of tea in like mocking toast.
Mm. Lucien, he just gives her a smile, and he responds, and nods in turn as she's speaking, and he says, "Of course, but that sounds great, actually. Let us discuss it further and see if we can have something written down between both parties."
Of course, it will take some time for me to assemble the heads of the respective mercantile houses. If it assists your understanding of Sembia, think of it more like one great big merchants guild with resources and access thereto. So when such a time will come, then I will draft the respective documents and gather the heads of the respective houses to get their signatures.
Very well, that sounds good.
And I think here, Lucien will feel Midnight's familiar shadow come over one of his shoulders.
He'd turn his head up slightly. Mr. Midnight. And then I think Lucien would gesture. Of course, like I'm sure he sees, but gesture toward the minstrel.
Me either a sleight of hand or a deception on doing that discreetly enough to tip off Mr. Midnight, but not tip off the mark.
Sure.
I'm not gonna make it super hard, but just
I'm sort of ambiguous onto what that gesture is meant.
Natural 20.
that is insane. Yeah.
What does that signal mean?
That the mass minstrel is right there. It's performing, right? She's still in here as well?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
playing the harp
Yes.
in background of this tea. She has been hired to entertain the ladies and yourself. For tea.
I almost mistook that as the go signal.
If it failed, that's what it would have been.
What is the ghost? Holy shit. Okay, yeah.
Midnight will see the assembled ladies and bowing to the waist. He will say, "Please do excuse my presence, good ladies. I do not mean to sully your otherwise colorful display of macaroons and tea finally. If this humble servant might request the presence of his master for just a moment."
Lucien will stand, nod his head at the ladies, and he will excuse himself as he steps out with Midnight.
Midnight will hit the group chat and telepathically ask Lucien, while physically looking at him, he hasn't yet mastered the chat. Like looking at Lucien, you'll hear Midnight's voice. So, how would you like to approach this?
We definitely shouldn't do anything to tip someone off. Perhaps just pull her to the side. Um, Probably under the ruse of us wanting to hire her services or something.
And then once we have her to decide, then what?
Hmm. Well, first things first, I'd like to know is how long has she been awake? And I guess what her intentions are of being here.
Perhaps if you speak as the caring nephew instead of the capturing authority.
Hmm. Yes, I didn't want to expose her cover as well, but that is more than likely a better idea.
Very well, then we will move with the soft hand.
Mm.
Well, I will move to escort the target, and
Yes.
Midnight will. I assume there are like, excuse me, many smaller like antechambers littered about the hallway.
Yeah, there would even be ones connected to the tea room itself because this is a castle and it is normal for groups to split off from the bigger party in little parties. So it's like there's the main chamber where all of the festivities are happening. There are also side rooms to either side of it that you can escort Lilith out of, and these rooms have multiple doors because it is a castle, so you can go to that room from either the tea room or the hallway. Is that too complicated?
We see a series of Scooby-Doo like opening and closing of doors as Midnight and Lucian go through the hallway. It's the same view of the hallway, but Midnight and Lucian go through about 8 doors across this hallway before finding one.
Still learning the castle's layout. It's not your castle.
Mm.
You eventually find your way back to the party you were just in.
And Midnight will wait to the politely appropriate time till like one of the songs has ended. And are the bards like tucked into a corner, or like where are they positioned in the room?
Yeah, they'd be, I think, tucked into a corner, on like a little sort of circular stage that is built in for the entertainment. There is another bard whom you don't recognize, um, uh, strumming a lute along with her. So they would not be without entertainment if she were to excuse herself. But she does seem to be the primary performer of the two of them.
Can I get Midnight would like to scrutinize the figure next to Lilith for familiarity.
Yeah, give me a what seems reasonable. A history check.
You're a real bastard for that. Well, it's a 16, so take that.
This is a lord, actually. He is, oh god, which area. I don't remember which area, but he is of the same rank as Lord Revan. No, he's like a baron. He's lower ranked, but he is under the same land as this. So he is a lord who is loyal to Revan.
He is one of his vassals.
He's one of his vassals. Like a baron, basically a mayor of one of the towns.
How'd he get
and his-
invited to this tea party?
His name is Vlad. He was attending the party yesterday, and in hindsight, you realize you recognize him. He was around the head seneschal, Vargas, and you remembered while watching from the balcony, because they were on the same balcony as your mortal enemy, just like further away in their own spot, because it's a huge fucking room, for like much of the night. But you realized in like hindsight, it looked like the daughter of the seneschal matched up in terms of like certain aspects of appearance with this lord. So you surmised at this event that that is the bastard daughter of this lord. And he is just super lax. He's acting like he belongs here. He's just strumming along with the other bard, just vibing out, drinking some tea. Just
Was
an
there a
unbothered
name?
king. His Vlad. I said his name was Vlad. Wait, give me.
Vlad
a sec.
von Zarovich.
No, he has a name, and I have it written down. Give me a sec. It's on the fucking wedding thing. I'm tabbing back over. If you need it, you're right. I should give it to you. He is on the balcony.
Von Zarovich. Midnight kills him immediately.
Baron
Good.
Baron Vladimir Tepesi of Moravov.
Did you say Tepesi?
Tepesi.
How do you spell that?
Tepesi.
Okay.
Bro, you're a hair away from naming him Vladimir Tepesh, like the fucking Castlevania show.
Yeah, dude. I know.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Anyway, it is one of the city provinces of Damara, one of its smaller baronies. It's found in the southern region of Damara, which is underneath your father's lands. So that is
Okay.
correct. I did that. I did remember that lore correctly.
So, moving on from that, we see from over Lilith's shoulder, from her shadow on the wall, cast by a nearby candelabra, Midnight will form from out of her shadow, and then very lightly and politely tap her shoulder.
You basically teleported behind her when she was in a corner?
Yep, shadow step.
Okay, cool. Give me either a dexterity saving throw or like a sleight of hand if you want to catch her.
That is a 17.
Okay. Are you endeavoring to move out of the way or catch her?
I'm not moving to catch her, I'm tapping her shoulder.
Yeah, I'm going to narrate her being startled that someone is suddenly behind her touching her, and she's going to turn around to attack whoever that is, in being startled. Just like your base instinct, I'm attacking. So are you maneuvering out of the way of this attack, or are you going to deflect it somehow? You have rolled high enough to do so. She's not like the most physically equipped individual possible.
I think she'll like twist and like try to throw like a hand at Midnight, and he will like grab her hand and like start looking at it curiously, saying, "Oh, my lady, it seems your wrists may need a rest. They look full tired. Perhaps you might join Prince Lucian in the study, His Majesty wished to give you commendations upon your performance and to requisition your services personally.
Uh, ooh, a 6. She raises an eyebrow at you, and very briefly seems to hesitate, um, before pulling her hand away from you, which I assume you don't resist her on. So she creates space between the two of you, um, and steps back. She waits till she is a few steps away from you, giving you a wide berth before she responds. Of course, I was rather parched anyway. I was going to grab something to drink. And she steps away, leaving Vlad to continue his performance. Barely even just minding his own business, letting you guys do what you're doing. Um, Very few seemed to notice you. You were so slick with how you caught her. It didn't seem like she was attacking you, really, unless you were close. And the one guy who was close isn't paying attention. So, um, she grabs a drink at the table and walks into the accompanying, alternate room, which does have a door that can be closed and a conversation can be had. And with the music playing, will likely be drowned out unless someone is intentionally trying to spy or scry on you guys.
As the two of them enter to Lucian waiting, Midnight will close the door quietly and then give Lucian a look that says, I tried to be subtle.
Mm-mm.
Maybe like a soft shrug.
Mhm.
Lucian gives a small smile, and when he closes the door, I approach the masked minstrel, and I don't know. I think Lucian would give her a hug.
You just straight up walk up to her. So door closed behind you, presumably. You have complete privacy, just you and this woman alone, and you give her a hug.
Oh, Midnight's still in the room for sure. He's at the
Oh,
door.
Midnight's in the room. Sorry.
But he's not, he's not left. I mean, Lucian alone with this one. Are you?
Of course.
No.
Okay. At first she seems to tense, and it takes her a second to really process what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And she does pull away from you somewhat quickly. And looks away for a second, and you see there's a mirror to behind you, and you can see her face through the mirror. I over the table, so you feel safe. No one's crying on this. It's narrative. And she hesitates a moment, looks to the ceiling, and laughs before taking her mask off.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you recognize her. So the jig is up. Is it?
It would seem that way. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy to see you walking about. How are you? How long have you been up?
She sets the mask on the mantle that is in front of the mirror, sort of crossing her arms. I think it has been close to 3 years. I haven't been up very long. considering. And then she turns to face you and look you in the eyes. And she seems to just take a moment to take you in.
Okay.
You look much like your father in terms of build, but you have Eve's eyes. You don't seem nearly as dense as he.
Good for that.
Yeah. Do believe me when I say it's hard for much of anybody to be as dense as he is. Yeah, sorry. I'm just still shocked by your being up. Does did mother know that you were up?
The point was that no one knew.
Midnight will tap his nose.
Mm-hmm.
Old habits. Also, Daxon? Just curious, the Daxon?
I was wondering if anyone was going to bring it up.
I mean,
Also, Daxon? Hmm?
yeah, I mean,
Midnight will like raise an eyebrow, like, okay, girl, dish.
she smirks a little. You can't blame someone for having taste.
It is not the taste, it is the configuration that eludes me.
I mixed my liquors. What can I say? I am not myself when I mix wine and ale and vodka.
And whiskey and tequila.
And she starts just like listing different
Smoked a
kinds
little
of
bit, too.
alcoholic configurations. You know, I was just having everything that all the other bards didn't like drinking. Like if they got a drink they didn't like, I was also finishing those off. It was a long night, and he was a big, strong, so strong. Oh man. It was enough of that. I like to experiment. I have my fun. I'm entitled to it. I've been asleep for I don't even know how long it's been. How old are you?
Like 20 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 20. I just had a birthday not too long ago.
Well, happy birthday. I apologize for not returning. I would be your competition if people knew I was back. And I hear rumors that there are questions on your legitimacy as is. So I thought it was better for me to remain out of the kingdom until recently.
Prince's safety, your concern. Then why is it that you have returned to the kingdom and put safety into question?
I thought nobody would know. I thought my disguise was rather foolproof. Also, I woke up not looking like myself anymore, so why would people recognize me anyway?
Some disguises do not penetrate all the way. I have no doubt that in time your nature would betray you. I do not say this in criticism, it is who you are. you are not one to wish to be hidden away.
I heard news of Conrad, and I was investigating. Conrad is who woke me up.
Oh,
He woke me up, in essence, according to his own explanation, by separating me from my divinity. I am wholly human, where I was once akin to a demigod. I have lost my wings, I have lost my magic, I am but a bard. Not even in the magical sense anymore, I just play music. And I can swing a sword as well as my father taught me, but no more.
terribly sorry to hear that. Are you okay?
It is like having one's soul torn in two. It feels wrong. But it is conflicting because I don't know if I should be thankful or vengeful towards him. On one hand, he woke me up. On the other hand, he stole my wings. I have been trying to find him. I aimed to confront him. In the morning, I was woken. He dosed me something in my tea and had some cowboy bring me to a remote inn. And I have been trying to perform and buy my way across the land, essentially, and support myself where I've never really had to do that.
And this Minotaur man,
What about the Minotaur?
you said he's a cowboy.
Mm.
This is Minotaur, yes?
No, he
Then
was.
what is this cowboy?
Perhaps a centaur.
No, that would be horse boy.
Ah,
It's a gentleman
A ranch hand.
riding a horse. He doesn't seem like a cavalry sort. He does not seem someone hired via the military. He just seems like a man who got a horse probably above his station somehow.
So if this man rides the horse, then where does the cow come into the play?
I hear these sorts help out around farms in this part of the land.
Ah, okay. I am understanding. He is cowboy in that he raises the cow, not in that he is the cow. Okay.
Yes, I believe that is why they call him that. Though I would not know. I have no idea how one does a farm.
So
just a regular boy.
He had very big teeth.
Mm.
He may have been a vampire. We did travel by night, and he insisted on a tent, and I was bound for most of the trip. He kept me blindfolded when we were riding, but let me be free of the blindfold when we were in the tent. And it seemed like we were always in the tent during the day. So either he was traveling by night because it was easier not to be spotted, or he could not travel by sun, which would lend to vampire.
So if you had the blindfold, how did you see his teeth?
He took it off when we were in the tent during the day, and he would
Okay.
feed me. He never ate around me, but he would give me rations. We spent 4 days together before we reached some place where he dropped me off, gave me a bag of gold and a harp. My old harp, somehow. I was not sure how he got it. Conrad also has my mirror. And Lucian, can you give me an Arcana check to see if you know about the mirror? You may have seen it before. Yeah, with a 22, you know of Lilith's mirror. It was in her like glass tomb, like Sleeping Beauty type shit. Like she was typically arranged, surrounded by white lilies, with a beautiful hand mirror, like Beauty and the Beast style, but golden. Or I think it is golden. My bad. Like Beauty and the Beast style, like hand mirror, and you on occasion may have had the opportunity to look at it a bit closer, but mostly probably not. Emlyn may have taught you about it in history. It was essentially an artifact that appeared alongside the birth of Lilith. Not associated, but like as a just divinely, just appeared, no reason, the same time she was born, in conjunction with her. It is a mirror that essentially, like the Beauty and the Beast mirror, lets you, ask where something is and see it. It is essentially just a scrying mirror that, can be used by anyone,
Okay.
magical or not.
And she said he took her mirror?
He took her mirror. Yeah.
Hmm.
It belonged to her. Your mother, if she taught you anything about the mirror, probably would have said that thing is like connected to her soul. And the state of it reflects her soul. So while it is, yes, used to scry upon others, if it were destroyed, she might be destroyed, is the insinuation you, in hindsight, come to realize. And it probably represents the divine aspect of Lilith. And is if you're gonna, separate her divine side from her human side, very likely where you would keep that divine aspect at.
Right. Okay. Do excuse me for asking, but did he say why he woke you up?
No, he just did. He said he traded me for some people, for the lives of some people that apparently he bartered the people who were transporting me for him to help them out with an issue, and he has had me for several years at that point, which is a very strange thing to say out loud, and decided to wake me up at the time he did and would not explain himself. He just said, "You're welcome."
And he just let you go.
And he just let me go. He said he had what he needed and let me go. More or less. Like I said, he did drug my tea as to escort me from his abode within his control, but he did leave me at a random tavern in Cormyr and gave me a bag of gold, which helped me subsist until I earned my own. A small loan of 1,000 gold.
Thank you so much.
When you departed, did you leave from a cave, a castle, a tower of some kind?
I was a tower, a wizard's tower. A grand spire made of obsidian.
Like you're about to say your Grand Wizard's Tower.
No. A grand obsidian spire, which would be what she described you guys seeing in the north when you saw Conrad's tower, which does not make sense because she's describing being with this man on horseback traveling for 3 nights, and there's no way you could be in Cormyr and it only take 3 nights to get all the way to like one of the most northern remote locations in Damara. So this shit is not lining up.
Can I do detect magic to see if she
Yeah.
has any charms or anything placed on her?
Yeah. Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that?
No, detect magic. It
Oh,
just that.
you sense strangely a total absence of magic. Like the most like white bread human ever. Like you've sensed or you've been around your aunt before. She was asleep, but you sensed that divinity around her when you were a child. There was something warm about it. It was like when you looked into her like sleeping face, you were like feeling the warmth of the sun upon you. There was a radiance to her that is no longer there. And you have like heightened spiritual senses because you are someone who plays with the arcane, and also because of your mark. And you don't sense that anymore, even when you cast this specific spell to get like a vibe for it. There is no lingering magical stuff going on with this woman. She is fully in her own capacity. She's speaking with her own, words. You don't seem to sense any modification of her memories. Uh, she seems fully herself, or as herself as someone who is describing being torn in half on a soul level, um, as much as she can be herself.
Gotcha.
Lucian, you are waving your hands and speaking the words.
Sorry, I was just checking to make sure we had not the best run-in with Conrad recently. So I do excuse me for checking to make sure you weren't under any kind of charm or magical influence.
He didn't seem any more nutty than his brother when I met him.
Yes, he's. Do you mean Ranvir?
Yeah, everyone knew Ranvir back then. He was a man who got around.
Ah,
Do you know Ranvir?
I know of him. Yes.
Give me a deception check.
I'm not lying. I do know of Ranveer.
You do know of him, but you are withholding, and I think that counts.
12.
She scrutinizes you,
Mhm.
obviously, and she's like, "Okay, when did you meet Ranveer?"
I know his son.
Midnight
You-
will interject by asking, how would the prince know Ranveer? He is dead before the prince is born.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, so I was told. She does not look convinced, very obviously. Lucian, I am the biggest bullshitter in our family. If you get it from anyone, you get it from me, and you are not very good at it. So get good, and then come back to me later. When you wish to tell me the truth, I invite you to, but I understand you do not trust me yet. So I will leave it be. If you want my insight on Ranveer, you must trust me first.
Thank you, Aunt Lilith. And apologies. I still have things that I must figure out on my own, so do excuse my apprehension.
I know the game, and I understand what it is like to be young and fiercely independent. So, I will let you have your rebellion. I would not seek to deprive you of that, but I hope you are behaving wisely.
Of course, no, definitely hard to get into trouble when I have, you know, and he kind of like gestures his head sneakily towards Midnight.
Midnight will have pretended not to notice.
So, you have found me. What is the next step?
Have you spoken to Mother at all since?
Absolutely not. I've been avoiding her gaze as much as possible.
By sitting in the same room as her.
Yes, it was very difficult. I did not know she would be invited.
To the tea for the ladies.
Yes, well, she is a recluse, or so I've heard, as of late. What is with that? That does not sound like my sister.
Who's she asking?
She's asking both of you generally. She's like, hey, so I heard she was a recluse of late. Math isn't mathing here. You want to help me with that? Since
Not
we're putting
particularly.
everything on the table. Not particularly? You say that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
She's going through a couple things, but I assure you that she's getting better.
Okay. Have you told her that I'm back?
I forget, did I?
You did.
Yes,
I did.
the queen is aware.
And what is it that my little Evie desires from me? Now that she is ruling monarch.
At present, nothing shy of information and your continued non-interference in matters of the crown.
Well, then we are in agreement. Then I will remain here for the duration of the wedding, performing as I've been paid to, and I will discreetly depart from Damara after.
And there is surely no way your early extrication from these events might expedite the anxieties of crown. You are fixated on filling your contract.
Bound by contract, and they paid me a lot of money. Are you asking me to abandon my contracts? Would that not raise more eyebrows?
I am asking if you think that whoever paid you can pay you as much as the crown under the patronage of the Prince of Damara.
I don't really want my family's money.
No,
I've
this
been
would be
doing
money
fine.
publicly telling you that you are hired by the prince, but in reality you would. Lucian, how would the kids say? Fuck off?
Mm.
Oh. I never thought I would be a part of embezzlement of my own kingdom's tax resources for the sake of giving me money. No, I don't want the crown's money.
Midnight shrugs.
It is a waste of resources. We are at war. Damara does not need to be spending that money on me. I am fine.
Damara also does not need to be concerned with the succession of its kingdom in the middle of a war either, but here we are.
I can depart early if you insist, though it will wound my reputation as a performer.
This is beyond my concern and my station. So, here Midnight will make a half bow at the waist and, looking to Lucian, take a few steps back as way of concession of like, well, you're the prince, you know.
What do you think, little light?
Mm. Oh my God.
She says, turning to you, and making reference to the songs, lullabies your mother would sing you, sometimes in presence of Eve's sleeping form. Not Eve, Lilith's sleeping form, as early as you can remember, but even earlier. So one could imagine it is, the scene of like you as a baby being rocked in Eve's arms in that room, as Eve sings you a lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
And she seems to say it with a fondness in her voice.
You, Lucian, he would look at her and he, it truly is great to see you, and I'm glad that you are up and about despite the circumstances that might be placed under you.
Hmm.
But if you have lost your divinity or it was stolen by Conrad, then that is just another reason for us to go after him. I have unfinished business with Conrad, and I could assist in seeing about getting your divinity back.
It
But
would be nice to feel whole again, but I don't know if that's possible.
well, I'm sure. The one thing about the arcane is making the impossible possible. So
Hmm.
I will look into that. But I say that to say that I do agree with Midnight here that it would be best um, if you weren't. I don't want to sound mean, but like, kind of fucked off. Um,
Where should I go?
Cormir, if you truly seek to undo Conrad, we are of the same aim. After our dalliance here for the wedding, we are headed to Cormir, a place you have said you have traveled through, and if under disguise, may once again traverse. We are to make a stronghold in the country. You may seek us there. We will not harm you. We will not divulge your presence. It may be a place where you may be safe. Beyond this, I can offer no assistance.
Hmm.
At least for now, until your sister bids me otherwise.
She takes off her like fingerless gloves so she can still play, but also just like it covers up her arms, and you see underneath forearms, which she has covered up this entire time, is a harp tattoo on her wrist, which you do recognize from
Cazzo di
her.
merda.
Yeah.
Goddamn harpers.
She is a harper. Um, she smiles at you, and seeing your recognition has a very prideful sort of grin. She's like, "Yes, and I think that was plainly obvious by the name I gave my bird. Thank you, by the way, for taking such good care of Harper, Lucian. I hear she took a shine to you."
yes, she has.
I can help in regards of resources. I know where there are Harper caches in Cormir and other parts of the world. Um, I can also help spy. Bards hear everything if you need eyes elsewhere.
Turning from the conversation, you'll hear Midnight mumble, bunch of silver-toting
Mm.
do-gooders, goddamn harpers.
Any information we can get to take Conrad down would be most appreciated, Auntie.
I don't know if the solution is to take Conrad down. I think we need to look into this and make sure we have all of the information before we act.
I will say it's 7:45.
Yes. Shall we take our break? And when we return, I think we'll return to Jackson.
Hey,
So,
Alright.
so 10 minutes, okay?
No, I'm good with 10. I'm just
Okay.
gonna grab
See
me
you
some
guys
food.
in 10 minutes.
Okay.
You're okay. Not me playing Lilith like a centrist. Dickard, I presume you're not here, but when you're back, I want to speak. You're not in trouble with the principal, if you can hear me. 1 minute on the timer. Who is
Speak with
back?
me, sister.
Yes. Do you mind being one of the guards in the scene that's about to happen? One of the ones who found Vera, Commander Tamians.
Oh, sure. Fuck it. I'll try a different voice this
Yeah.
time.
What's up? Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot. You're showing up as Sanguinius. Never mind. I forgot you're joining in that scene. I'm like,
I can be two people.
No, it's silly.
You sure,
I'll have-
bro?
I'll have Namunga do it.
Ah! I wanted to try a new voice. God damn it. Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's see. If someone else wants to volunteer and be another guard, you're welcome to. Like Avery, if you want to be in the scene as one of the guards. Because I did describe there being 3, and I don't want to play more than one of them. Especially if I have to be Vera. Which I assume I am being.
Yo, are you getting sick? Why do you sound like that?
I'm thirsty.
Okay. Okay.
Straight up, I need to be drinking liquids right now.
It's not like we just had like a whole 10-minute break.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's
That's fair enough.
insane.
Ryan's been in the kitchen cleaning. I didn't want to get in his way. Try to be considerate. Is everyone back?
Honey, if you need a drink, just like say something.
I know, but I was just gonna wait until you were done.
She's willing to die of dehydration for you. That's crazy.
Well, I'm always thirsty.
Sounds like
for
a
him
huss.
anyway. What can I say? Acquired. Anyway, Avery, I don't recall if you said yes to my question.
Mhm.
You want to be one of the guards in this scene.
I can be.
Namunga,
And y'all,
you want to be one of the other guards?
sure.
And I will be the 3rd guard, as well as Commander Vera. Jackson.
Yes.
Jackson and Sanguinius, I want you to jointly describe, set up the scene for me. I want to give you guys power over the scene as you come back to the guard barracks, where they are hiding the commander in one of the bedrooms, to which they do have a chair in front of it to keep the door closed. It would seem, and one of them has been sitting on that chair to add weight to it.
Damn.
There are 2 humans and a half-elf. I don't recall their names, and I don't think they were written down, so they can be whatever you guys want them to be.
Guard
One
One
one,
of them
guard
was
two,
named
guard three.
Jerry.
I'm sorry?
One of them was named Jerry.
One of them
Other
is
one's
named Jerry. We'll say that is the smaller human. So who's Jerry? I could be Jerry. If no one wants to be. And you guys can have whatever names you choose to give yourselves
Can
or
one of them
give
be
each
named
other.
Tom?
Okay. Yeah, sure. You're Tom, you're the half-elf Tom.
Rudy.
And Rudy?
Yeah, that's the other cat.
Tom and
The
Jerry and then Rudy?
Yeah, there was this alley cat named Rudy who would be like a reoccurring antagonist type cat.
My bad. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and you're a human, Rudy. You'll be, I guess, taller. You guys were all previously scared shitless of Sir Daxon intimidating you. And when you see them come back, this time with the Lord of the House, who you would know from the artwork and also seeing him around, you guys, well, the first guy, Jerry at least, will immediately stand at attention, standing from where he was sitting on the chair, and looking the way he's supposed to look, at your presence. Take command of the scene for me, starting with Sanguinius, and play off of him, Daxon. Dickard,
Okay.
that's the scene.
I'll walk up to the guards and go, "It is a pleasure. I am Sanguinius, and I am here to see the prisoner."
Hey,
Prisoner?
it's good to see you all again. Well, not the prisoner,
Uh, I guess that is a wrong kind of phrase, but considering the Vera's locked in the room, I consider it a prison.
Yes, well, she was acting sort of strange for
Yeah,
a
she almost
little
bit
bit.
me.
Yeah, she did almost bite you.
Yeah, he's I don't know what's wrong with her. She's unfair.
She went straight for the heart.
Yeah. Cold-blooded
And
killer.
you lot did nothing to provoke her.
No.
It nudges the halfling. You say something.
I didn't do anything to provoke her. I was, we were on break, and
Yeah.
we went out back to have a perfectly mature smoke of
Yep.
regular tobacco, and out of my pipe.
Responsible, you know.
Sanguinius, I think they're still high right now.
Yeah.
No,
You
no.
smell the halfling pipe weed on this motherfucker so strong.
I can still smell your perfectly normal tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean medical? It's medical. Yeah,
Medical, yes. May I see your dispensary card?
Yeah.
It's cultural. I'm a halfling. Part of my religion, okay?
Halflings
Well.
are canonical to Rastafari.
Yo.
Easy man, my name is Bilbo Baggins. Here to take the ring to Mordor.
Holy shit! Oh my god. I hate this. What have we created?
Somebody put that in quotes.
Listen,
Well,
uh,
if you
she
two
seems
wish to keep
wipe
your
it down.
oh,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna
No,
say,
pretend
if
I
you
didn't
two-
interrupt you.
wish to maintain your jobs, I would suggest you let us in.
Right. Yeah. Jerry got the keys.
Yeah. The halfling steps out of your way, and hands you the key ring. It's the shiny brass one. It's so after you.
Of course, it's after me.
yeah. He definitely is giving the widest berth to the door. He's small. He's the easiest one to get eaten up, and he knows it.
Hey, respectable. I go through the
So
door.
you move the chair out of the way. You unlock the door, and when you get into the room, you presume at some point Commander Vera was partially transformed. But at this point, she seems her normal self, sprawled out on the floor by the door. The door opens outward, and you see there's just like claws all along it, claw markings all around the door from trying to get out. And luckily, these are like very heavy castle oak doors. so they did not give way somehow. But even the stone walls have claw markings that have like dug in a little bit, and she's just on the floor. She is, yeah. So this like completely like jacked woman, like the just like oh god, I don't know, just like a very muscular woman, very short, military officer, graying, sides to her hair. She has sort of like a wolf cut going on, that are like relatively like loose curls about it. An absolute mess, drenched in sweat, and completely out cold on the floor.
Is she naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said she was.
That was the first thing I asked.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, we're on
There's
the
a
same
bed
page.
nearby. This is a bedroom for like a more senior officer, so it's like a more of a personal room. So there are sheets and stuff nearby that you could grab and choose to drape over her.
Yeah, I do that.
With it being nighttime, with it being the daytime and the moon no longer out, and what you know of werewolves, you imagine she shifted back with the turn of the day, given it is like early afternoon now. She's been passed out for probably a little while. And as you go to put this sheet draped over her, can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
What's the problem with this bitch Vera?
Oh my
I
god.
got a 17.
With a 17, you put it over her, and the second it lands over her, she reaches out and grabs your arm and pulls you down, and you are yanked onto the floor, prone where she is, and she gets up very quickly and seems to go in to punch you, and then stops when she sees your face. She's standing over you, like she was ready to fucking beat your shit in. But she seems to have awareness of herself when she recognizes the face of the young lord she sent her son off with. She's seen your portrait at the very least. She's probably seen you about the castle before. And realizing she is naked in front of you, because now she is over you, she lets go of you very fucking quickly and very quickly wraps up in this blanket that you put over her. And
Sarah
stands up.
seems like a full bush
Yeah.
type of lady, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like an 80s porno,
Jesus Christ. All right.
Bro, this is my
nothing
mom.
is left to nothing is left to the imagination. And I assume, Daxon, are you in the room right now, shielding your eyes? Are you
Yeah,
watching?
I'm averting
What's
my
going
gaze.
on?
I'm not watching. I'm averting my gaze like a gentleman. I pretty much walked in behind Sanguinius and immediately was like, oh, hand over eyes, turned to the side.
Yeah, she standing up and very quickly wrapping up, does let you get your ass up on your own. You're a man. She's like, you can handle yourself. And she looks over to Sir Daxon, as if she's not in a fucking blanket, and she says, name and rank, soldier.
Are you decent? Can I look?
The jungle is
I
contained,
am-
yes.
What the fuck, Sir Sanguinius?
Dickard, one sec, give me a second.
Uh-oh.
For that one, you're prone, so actually I don't need to roll. She kicks you in the chest for that one.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
Yeah, and that does
Yes.
hit. I'm gonna have this do this much, 11 damage. So shut the fuck up.
But
One of those die crit. Go ahead.
I turn now and face her. I am Sir Daxon the Emerald of Cormir, also technically Sir Daxon Saif.
Oh, you were adopted into the household. If I had a nickel for every Cormyrian that man took in, I'd have 2 gold pieces.
No way a nickel equates to gold. Get out of here.
She did not say, she would not have said nickel because nickels don't exist, and I realized that halfway through the sentence. So if I had a gold piece,
some things happened, and yeah, we'll leave it at that because I don't know you too well. But
as you were saying, you don't know her too well. She is like leaning in and sniffing you.
thinking to myself like, oh, I haven't showered since this morning.
Why do you? Have you been around Lilith?
Just immediate like purple cheeks.
She like lowers her nose further and further down, and then like wrinkles up,
Oh,
like much
no.
like in a mirroring to how fucking Midnight fucking responded.
As if I'm not in full armor, I cover myself up like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh goodness, you should bathe.
Hey, it's
Are
been a
you-
busy morning.
So you tapped her and didn't bathe after. Amazing.
You
You gotta keep the royal
Young
scent on, I
men-
guess.
Young men don't know a thing about hygiene.
things were happening, okay? You don't know the situation, right?
I'm glad of it.
I just think you like to stick your hand in your pants and get away. That's a
So
reminder.
I've woken up and I found we know where the royal princess is, evidently. Where was Midnight not with your group? She seems to be very
he's-
quickly like demanding knowledge and trying to catch up through you guys, taking control of the situation.
Now, hold on a second. Aren't you in here for attacking friendlies? Now we know we can even trust you.
I was not within my senses. I am now.
And we're just going to assume you're not under some sort of control.
Well, as long as the sun is up, you are free of my wolfish nature. So, rest assured, you have me at your disposal.
Considering you were locked away, it does not really assure me. But thank you for the kind words. I'm
I'm not here to assure you, boy. I'm here to reallocate myself before presenting myself to Her Majesty. Is she here, or is it just the prince and his consorts?
That seems like info. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy.
I dare you to try.
Well, so like my thing is like, even if she's in her right mind, if someone was able to inflict whatever on her, what if they're just streaming her brain thoughts? You know what I'm trying to say?
Brain thoughts.
I hear you. I hear you.
Can you guys tell
Stop
I haven't
explaining
been
yourself
sleeping?
and roleplay it.
Yeah.
that's okay.
I look at
Roleplay
it
it.
and I go, I'm not going to tell you anything. Mainly because I don't know who has access to your mind, whether you're in the red state or not.
I'm trying to
Sure.
stay off people's bad side. I got punched in the throat earlier. Yeah.
Yes, I was just thinking about punching this one in the throat. She looks around and she's like,
Would you perhaps like a minute to get clothed since you seem to be in your right mind?
I don't see any clothes around here, do you?
Do I have any? Hold on. I have like the noble clothes. Like, so I
You also
don't
said
have
this
Are
is
you
like
are you
her bed
carrying all
chambers,
your
right?
stuff? Right? This is not her bed chambers. This is someone's bed chambers.
take
or at
their
least
fucking
an area
clothes.
where people sleep. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean there's clothes. Uh, give me just a pure luck roll to see if there's clothes in here. Just a 20. Wow. Yeah, there's no clothes in this room.
Somehow, both me and Sanguinius are both now naked.
No clothes at all.
No clothes at all, except for the ones you guys are already wearing, of course.
Actually, I don't even see noble clothes. Oh, I do have fine clothes in my
To be
inventory.
fair, I was absolutely prepared to trudge through the castle naked. Where are we? Which fortification are we at?
We're at Neverwinter now.
We're we're still at the stead, right? You're still at Ravensburg, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're in the Ravensburg Castle.
Okay. cool.
Castle Dark.
We are currently in Castle Dark.
That's strange. Last I remember, I was in Vasa, on the front line.
Yes, that was your last reported sighting.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, since there are no clothes here, I must go
I
find them.
have fine clothes in my bag.
You just carry around a change of clothes with you? In your own house?
Yes. Is
Okay.
that strange?
And she she takes the offered clothes from you, and not waiting for either of you to look away, does just start changing into them in front of you. She is very small, so it does, like, because it's meant to fit you, not fit her whatsoever. She does not even try with the pants. It's just a big ass shirt that is like
no
very
makeshift
large on her.
belts or anything that I can try to help her with? Does she even carry
Yeah,
them
I'm
off?
sure. I'm sure she like takes one of the belts and like tightens it around her waist so it doesn't like flow everywhere. But essentially, she is in a big shirt, like one of those like like romantic flowy shirts, I guess, that
Where
are like
Winnie the
open.
Pooh is.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's Winnie the Poohing it for sure. And is bare of foot. You did not have shoes to give her.
Nope.
So she does at this point completely push past you guys. She's not gonna let you hold her in this room. And I dare you to try and stop her.
Yeah. I can
If
find
you're
out.
not going to tell me where Midnight is, I will find him myself.
I get in Discord. Guys, I think we have released the problem.
What was she transformed? What happened?
She's
What did you
awake.
do this time?
She's kind of a bitch, I think would be the right term to use.
I can't say I agree with you as her son.
Oh right, yeah. Ooh.
And that is
That's
big
crazy
enough.
work, actually.
This is good news.
But
Oh, Azura, you should have
that's
heard what
honestly the
Sanguinius
good
was saying
side.
about your mother's trimmings.
Your mother's trimmings is a diabolical line. I'm keeping that.
Let's get back on track, please, for both our sakes. Where is she headed?
She's looking for Midnight.
Okay, great. That is the perfect person for her to go to. Did you at least tell her about Pavlov and about her being, impersonated, anything like that?
No. I
Oh,
told
no,
her I
not
did
Pavlov.
not.
Pawson. Sorry, Pawson.
I told her that her trust was of question because we don't know who has access to her mind. And she didn't take that quite well.
I mean, you didn't start off on the best foot.
I mean, that's fair, yes. I think this may have been the
I'd probably
dickish.
say
We
not.
really need. I'm not charismatic, Sanguinius, but we really need to work on your social skills.
I think I let the looks carry it too much. I think you're right.
Okay. Well, did she look harmed? Did you notice anything about her?
Don't say it, Sanguinius. Don't say it.
What, she was naked?
Okay, you know what? I'm starting to reconsider. Just keep me updated with her, okay?
Otherwise, she's fine.
Okay, great. And like you do feel a sense of like relief wash over through the Discord chat. Okay, great. I'm gonna continue looking for Pavlov.
Dickard, give me a wisdom saving throw.
God. Why me? Why always me? I'm not fucking blue, and I got a nat one. I guess I'll just die.
Unable to control his thoughts, you guys do all get the image of Bush. For just
streamed.
just a brief second. And it is unfortunately that traumatizing moment for Azra where you see your mom naked. And it's
Well,
never
this
happened
wouldn't be the
before
first
somehow.
time.
Well, really? Okay,
Because
Well,
fair
if
I
she
enough.
mean,
would have like de-transformed in front of him, it would have been like, it happens. It's not like a big deal.
Not to mention how
No,
she's
no.
handling this situation makes me feel like she absolutely would have.
No, I hear you. At the same time, she specifically used to have control over her senses as a werewolf. This
Gotcha.
is new, so you haven't. She has been very in control of herself your whole life, so this is strange. Whatever's happening to her.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, when I stream a thought, like an image, is it the actual image or is it what I thought? Does that make sense? Like what I perceive? Because in my head,
think
it's
it would
like
be
a
your thought.
massive, like big
I think
bush.
it would
like-
be clouded. I think it would be clouded by your perception of it. Yes. and how
Okay,
you
so it's
remember it.
perceived as like this massive, like afro of hair.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
It
I
reminds
tried.
me of Mastika.
You know. Oh, go ahead.
Midnight was saying, it reminds me of home. Oh, Mastika.
That- Azra is
Knowing-
left the chat, by the way.
Weird knowing what your coworker's bush looks like.
Humans and your hair are weird.
Yeah, what do dragons have? Scales? Extra
Oh
scales?
my god.
Scales, yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you shave?
Shave what?
Never
There's
mind.
no hair.
Right. Yeah.
We descale and like get rid of old scales and
That sounds like shaving to me.
Anyway, next scene.
And scene. Segueing away from this wonderful scene that was so well thought out. In this room that Lucian and Midnight have been speaking with Lilith in, one of the side doors that comes in through the hallway just opens. And it is, of course, you hear, before you see her, Midnight, before the door even opens, you hear bare feet walking in the cadence you know Vera to walk, disciplined, uniform, quick, with purpose, driven.
You'll
and-
see Midnight in the room. He'll like perk up like a prairie dog. His nose will like flare up. His ears will radar. His head will snap to the door, and just for the scene, like Lucian will be like in front of the door, and then Midnight will pick Lucian up and move him to the side before Vera like kicks the door in.
The doors nearly fall off their hinges in the forcefulness of her opening them, but somehow remain and close. Those are somewhat ajar and definitely would need repair. She walks in, disciplined, steady, and taking in the scene. Or actually, she wouldn't take a moment of hesitation like that. Smelling you guys beforehand, she would do a low bow, as is expected of her, as she has done every time she has seen you, Lucian. And she says, "Your Majesties," in acknowledgement of both of you, both the prince and princess of Damara, seeming to take in stride the information that is Lilith before standing up straight and looking to Midnight. So, I was just wondering if I could borrow my coworker. She looks like shit, by the way. She also smells worse. She smells like she smells still like the lunar dragon and like 1,000 other werewolves and blood and viscera, and like she has been doing a lot of murdering. Like you can smell the reek of death on this woman. You know she has done a lot of shit while she was not in control of herself. And you're not sure if she remembers, but you can, I think, with your extra senses, Midnight, smell the adrenaline on her. The like she's keeping it cool in the face, like she's playing at being reserved, but you can sense that anger, that just like her heart pumping at like coming to from this, and like an eagerness to get the information she needs right now.
Before anyone says anything else, Midnight will go to the doors and then reclose them, doing his best to place them back on their hinges. And then he will look to Lucian.
Oh, she addressed. Oh no, my apologies. Yeah. Of course. If you need to speak with him, by all means. I do think we were just getting back to so Lucian. He would nod at Vera, and he would go to leave the room, assuming Lilith
Lilith,
follow him.
yeah, she puts her mask back on, takes her hand harp, and walks out of the room.
I give her a wave as she walks past.
Are you joining? Did you follow Vera?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh fuck. She winks at you and walks off.
Mm.
But yeah, so being nosy, I guess. Dicker, did you follow?
Yes, I did.
So I suppose we are to have an audience then.
I suppose we are not. And then Midnight will very conscientiously close the doors in their faces.
In our faces?
Yes.
Yes, this is a matter of state, if you do not mind.
Am I not? What?
You do not belong to the crown, Lord Sanguinius. I bid you good day. Thank you.
He opens his mouth, is flabbergasted. He's like, oh.
Now closed in the room together, Vera looks at you and says, well, it seems we have a lot to catch up on.
I wish before we did this that you would do me the kindness of a bath, but here we are.
I would like at least some basic information on what has happened and what I have missed. The last thing I remember, I was on the front line, winning. I wake up in a dark room with, well, about to punch the young lord's face in, if I'm honest.
Yes, that tends to happen.
Yes, he has a very punchable face, the little boy. Anyhow, the queen, is she well?
Her condition continues to deteriorate.
Okay. And how goes the front line without me?
Does Midnight know that at present?
You would know that Vasa has gained some territory, some of the outlying villages of Damara. So Vasa has encroached upon Damara's front line, and essentially we're we're not doing good now that the commander at the head is missing, and a puppet commander was there giving orders and making things worse.
Midnight will relay as much.
She takes all this information and she's like, okay, all right. I presume after I bathe, I should report to Her Majesty. I will not hold you longer unless there is anything you wish for me to know.
I would know the state of your condition if you were to lose control here. That would be most unfortunate, and seeing as our adversaries maintain the ability to influence your condition against your will. And Midnight will trail off in a leading tone.
For now, I am in control of my facilities. We should take precautions. However, I will arrange for me to be locked up past nightfall.
You should know your son, Bosun, was also recovered. The Houndmaster is attending his duties at present.
Like to meet with him. I um I really don't remember much. Parts of it feels like a dream leaves my head swimming. I know I did a lot of killing. I can still taste the iron on my tongue.
Well, be assured that we will find and hold accountable those who have held sway over your inner beast. And there will be more blood for you to taste before this is done.
I should hope so. It is a shame to be on the wrong side of the fight. There's no fun in that. I will shower and bathe and report to Her Majesty. I cannot know what I must smell like, and I hope that you will not tell me or ever speak of it again.
Know that it is a professional courtesy that I refrain from scowling or ruffling my nose at your presence.
I am surprised at your restraint, even as disciplined as I know you to be.
Honestly, I sort of want to hurl a little bit, but I will not.
I owe you a drink. And she salutes you and then fucks off. Goes to leave the room from the very broken door. Which
As
she
as the door is like closing, um, we see it like swing a little bit on the hinges and then like start to fall off, and we see Midnight still in the room just beyond the broken door. She knows I do not drink.
uh
End scene.
I at this point will fast forward the events of the day. Now that you guys have had some time to talk, the late afternoon takes place. You know the wedding takes place behind closed doors, um, with the lord of the house, the bride and groom, the mother, as well as the queen who bears witness with the cleric who weds them. And afterwards is a dinner that you guys all attend, which at some point I was going to get a map for, but realized I forgot to do. So I don't have a map. for this. But you guys don't get to see the wedding ceremony take place. You are in the aftermath, seated at a long table where the Lord Darth is at the very head. Next to him on one side is the bride and groom, and on the other side of him is his wife and Sanguinius. And next to Sanguinius is the mage of the court, uh, which is Serana.
I'm sorry. Can we get some music?
Yeah.
Actual V,
Oh, damn.
we're gonna circle back to Azura.
Were we? What were you doing?
I was trying to track down Pavlov.
Yes. I'm just gonna tell you, you came up empty. You did not have enough time to really look into it, and your brother helps you, but the trail does sort of just come cold at a certain point. Like whoever was doing it was very effective in hiding the scent after a while. And enough time has passed for it to just sort of go cold. Um, for the sake of me narratively moving things forward, you can try again later. Because I forgot about that, and I'm so sorry. Um, but I wanted to do this today.
Mhm.
So the at this point in the evening, I am going to, after this music is going. Okay, I'm going to have or invite Avery to take the stage as he plays the Lord Darth giving a speech. Please describe, you know, and take the camera for me, Avery.
Is he still here?
Avery, you're muted.
My apologies. Did not know I was muted. Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess at this point you would see Lord Darth, of course, at the head of the table while conversation is being had. He stands up and does a thing that people do to get the table's attention and whatnot. And he says, I do have a few words I'd like to say. First thing I would like to say is thank you, everyone, for gracing us with your presence at Castle Darth. I know you could be anywhere else, but I thank you for showing up to the most momentous of occasions. My son, Lorgar Darth, heir to the Darth name, and my daughter to be Lord Vega Foxmantle, Lady Vega Foxmantle, are becoming one today, which not only strengthens the love they hold for one another, but also strengthens both Damara and Zambia. And you see that he would pick up his wine glass and hold it out in Lorgar's direction. He says, my son, my pride, my champion, Lorgar. When I first heard you were to be wed, I could hardly believe my ears. I thought I had been put under some kind of charm receiving that information. But when I learned that I wasn't, I couldn't have been happier. Lorgar, you are an excellent son, a truly magnificent warrior. Truly, only the gods above could compare to what kind of husband you will be. And while we're on the topic of magnificence, I'd like to speak of someone else I am most proud of. And he turns the glass in Sanguinius's direction.
Me.
My boy, Sanguinius Darth. Though I know that I've been hard on you, but that it's because I expect great things out of you. Being the second son isn't the easiest, especially if you have someone like your brother to be compared to. But all the same, I do want to say that I am proud of you and the man that you have become. And though you will not take over in Castle Darth, just know I am still looking forward to seeing the man that you are to be, Sanguinius.
You see him trying to maintain composure as a single tear runs down his face.
Your father seems like he is opening his mouth to say more on you. When he suddenly seems to be at a loss for air, he
No,
takes a sharp
don't you dare!
he takes shut up. He takes a sharp inhale of breath, and then you all hear choking and coughing, and then he starts to hunch over, and you notice blood pouring from his mouth onto the white tablecloth, coughing up blood. Blood starts to spill from his eyes, and he's hacking and hacking before he goes limp, laying over the table, dead. There's a sharp inhale from the guests as panic ensues. The Lord is dead, and naturally, that means the newly married Lorgar is in power and needs to step in to ensure a lack of panic over the perceived assassination of his father. Ryan, you are Lorgar.
I am.
Yeah, we talked about
Oh.
this.
I am.
Please, do you need a second? I can stop and we can do this next week.
Here we see Lorgar moving slowly to the body of his father slumped over the table. And despite being dressed in finery and armor, Lorgar moves with gentleness. And he looks up from his father with what was sincerity and softness up into rage as he says in a voice enhanced by magic, "Gods, seal this room."
and the guards follow in tow at their new lord's command. Every big door closed and guarded, bars put over them to stop them from being left.
Lady collapses.
Repeat that, Namuka?
Lady Darth simply collapses.
Did she like collapse over her husband's corpse, sobbing like dramatically?
Well, I was gonna do the verbal act of, yeah.
Oh.
She
Roleplay it. Paint me a picture.
Lady Darth, at first she begins to stand up, but trying to walk towards him, only to collapse.
You would have been sitting right next to him.
Oh, okay. Then alright. She almost reaches over to touch him, but retracts, her hand shaking, trembling, as she whispers out his name. Revan? And you just hear a thud as she collapses on him, sobbing, crying, begging the gods. No, no, not him. No, no, not no.
You feel him go cold in your own touch. The life escaping him.
Her wail.
We're all here, right?
Everyone is here at this dinner, yes.
Can I do like a perception or an insight check to see if anyone is either A, acting shady, or two, seem to be pleased by this outcome?
Sure.
I'm gonna use an inspiration. Fuck that. Yeah, 12.
Beautiful.
Can I guess we don't use one.
Nope. Only one.
Nope. Fuck.
Jackson, you'll see that Lorgar is moving with authority. Perhaps to some it may seem uncharacteristic for the trauma of the situation, but to others it may seem like a warrior or a leader taking charge during times of duress, someone seizing control of the situation. Lorgar, his voice will boom out again. And he'll say, "A dark deed has been committed. However, before I may properly take hold of this situation," and here Lorgar will look to the cleric that's present.
The Friar Dugald, an old plump man, who would be sitting further down the table.
Here, Lorgar will move to the body of his father and, from his cooling fingers, remove the signet ring of House Darth, the seal that the Lord would use on any of his official correspondence. And he will take the ring in cupped hands and then kneel before Friar Dugald. "Before I may properly take hold of this situation, I must be formally declared."
Of course. It seems only right that his son, his heir, succeeds him. I see no reason why you should not. No evidence of foul play in your part. You are clearly just a grieving victim of this horrible circumstance. This seems like a foul magic afoot, something arcane and covered in necrotic essence. Blood magic?
Is he just
Here-
saying this
here,
off the dome?
Lorgar's,
Or is he...
like-
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Lorgar's waiting for Friar Dougal to formally declare him as the Lord.
Yeah, he just did. He's like, oh, you're right. I didn't say it right. Let me redo that. He says, yes. Well, you are the new Lord Darth, as your father is pronounced dead, and you are his successor. I hereby name you, Lord Lorgar Darth of Cormanthor.
Cormanthor?
Ravensburg is the city that the capital of Cormanthor is in. You reign over the entire region of Cormanthor, which is the breadbasket of Tamara.
Copy. Here, Lorgar will take the ring in his hands and then, with slow and purposeful gravity, put the ring on his own finger. I would imagine it's probably on his middle finger next to his wedding band.
Yes.
Fucking guy.
And it resizes to you because it is a magic item.
And after this, Lorgar will move as the guards are stationing themselves in front of the doorways and crossing their halberds. Lorgar will move to what was his father's seat.
There.
Damn, bro's not even cold yet. Oh my god. I hate this nigga.
Yeah, why are you just letting this go, my guy?
Because there's nothing else I can do. Sanguinius is standing there. Like,
Wait,
okay, yeah.
does anything happen when he sits in that chair?
Does anything happen? You notice, actually, would anyone like to give a nature check?
I do. I'm gonna give you nature.
Give me a nature check.
Take advantage, Namunga. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Ryan
no, I'm
got it.
good. I got 22.
You got a 22, and Midnight got a 5. That's
He has
crazy.
no fucking clue.
Hey, you know what's
That's
the thought?
hilarious. 16 nature. I'd say with a 16 and a 22, you guys notice the bird's getting a little bit more riled up. In the instance he puts on the ring, and more so when he sits on the throne. And you think there's something to these birds and their connection with this throne. And you sense a awareness in these birds that is unusual. Like they are more intelligent than the average bird, and perhaps there's a link to this whole thing.
I imagine maybe like as Lorgar is seating himself in the chair, the signet ring maybe begins to glow, as does the chair, and you hear the cawing of the ravens outside become almost rhythmic, in tune with what sounds almost like a heartbeat, if it could be described as such.
Yes. That's very good. We'll go with that.
Sanguinius, you notice as Lorgar sits in the chair, he looks at you.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. We've been had. Uh-oh.
And
I
there is a look of almost defiance, as if like he's waiting for you to say something, to stand up, to do something in challenge. almost, of his authority.
You do have the right to contest him for your father's throne, but you would have to have a good reason to, because he is entitled as the firstborn son.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time, Sanguinius is just standing there. He's looking. He kind of knew the I don't want to say he knew the plan, but like he had this feeling that as soon as he gets married, some shit's gonna change or something bad's gonna happen. But like he has this look of like it's a bad dream, like that single tear, and then his face kind of curls up, and he's starting to like hyperventilate, and then he slowly turns and looks at Lorgar while he's sitting in the throne.
You watch Vega Foxmantle seemingly tender over your sobbing mother, trying to comfort her in this moment. And you, almost knowing she is behind this, find yourself. I imagine it would feel nauseating. I'm not going to tell you how your character feels, but knowing she probably is the reason your father died, and she is the one comforting your mother, is pretty sickening. And at this point, Serana, who is sitting next to you, has stood up in her chair and seems hesitant about what is going on as she sort of scans the situation. Is there a reason... Sorry, not Serana's voice. Serana would speak up. Is there a reason we are binding the... Well, never mind. I suppose everyone's under investigation for the poisoning of our lord?
Lord Darth was a paladin, correct?
Yes.
I think he would have had. I don't know. I have his character.
Don't paladins have like resistance to poisons?
Immunity. Or
Yeah,
no, sorry,
so
something. Hold on. I might be thinking of disease.
Revan Darth, level 20. Let's take a look, everyone.
one would deduce.
It's
No,
been-
it doesn't matter. Dickard, I'm going to tell you right
Yeah,
now, it
that's
doesn't
what I
matter.
figured.
It was magical.
Thematically, yeah, it's gonna happen.
It was a magical assassination via blood magic, and after a few moments of like looking over, Friar Dugald would confirm that, like the kind of magic and such, and he would confirm it to specifically Lorgar Darth, but anyone who is listening close enough would probably overhear him. It's, you guys aren't too far. But he would say
And-
this in hushed tones and peek over at Serana, who is a known blood mage.
Oh no!
Yeah, how did you not pick that up earlier?
I don't know. Fuck.
Guards, seize her.
Yeah.
Serana very quickly, seeing how the room has turned against her, you see her instantly shift into a raven herself and go to shoot out through one of the tiny windows that are above that the ravens close through. But very quickly
You
before
see
she gets
Lorgar-
to it, it shuts.
You see
Okay.
Lorgar raise his hand, and almost with like a pulling, grasping motion, you see an explosion of ravens come into the room, like a geyser of water spraying against Serana, like buffeting her against the window.
Yeah, it knocks her back and out of her wild shape across the fucking room, where she skirts and lands on the floor, a little bit discombobulated, as guards very quickly surround her and grab her, holding her essentially down to her knees, with her arms behind her back to face judgment.
Look into the group.
I
We don't know everything that's happened. Play it cool. Like through the mental link.
say I think we should let them take her. We can't do anything here, so maybe we can break her up. Something. I don't know.
Do you believe she's done it?
Zendalore
No.
chimes in. You realize the punishment for treason is death. If she has killed a lord, she will be sentenced to death.
Is there
Speak
no
up
such thing
on-
as a trial here, or like,
Speak
is
up
there
about
meant to be a
the
trial?
lack of an investigation. Daxon will say that to you. Like, speak up on lack of investigation. Just jumping to assumptions here. Like, I don't know how you do it in Damara, but
I say it out loud and I go, fuck, I hate this. There hasn't been a trial. We do not know who did this. It's rash to assume it is her.
Vera
What
Foxmantle.
kind of
Vera
king?
Vera, sorry.
Oh,
My
can I
bad.
keep going?
Go ahead.
You want to go? What kind of
You
king
are
would kill on
interrupted.
instinct? Of course. Peak
Yes.
gameplay.
You are interrupted by Vega Foxmantle, who stands up from where she is comforting your mother. And she says, "Do you know of many blood mages? She is the only one."
Lorgar will hold up his hand to silence her.
Damn. Quiet, bitch.
She does.
My brother speaks true, as does my lady wife. Our list of suspects is short, and the opportunity to catch the culprit appears to be before us. For the murder of a lord, the sentence is death. And here Lorgar will draw. He will hold out his hand and reach into what looks like a shard of holy light that rips into space. And from it he will pull, and Sanguinius, you know this well, he will pull his signature weapon, a great two-handed mace whose width is stylized to look like a sculpted cathedral. Like, held up and down, this thing looks like a sculpted, like, Catholic basilica.
Pure Warhammer
This is-
energy. I love it.
This is Illuminarium, which is also a Warhammer 40k reference. You're welcome. His actual weapon.
I'm geeking. I know. Trust me. I'm geeking. Don't worry.
That's for the audience at home. Here, he will take it in a two-handed grip and level it at the base of Serana's neck as he asks, "Unless there is someone here who would speak for her." And here, as Lorgar looks Sanguinius dead in the eyes, I feel like we could maybe end the session there if you'd like.
Yeah, I think so. I hope you guys had fun. I'm sorry things were a little slow. I intended to do more and I lost track of time in the whole Lilith thing. But I hope it was fun.
Yeah. of
Yeah, I
course.
had a good time.
Who started the recording?
I don't know, but they need to end it.
I need the link.
Damn, hold the fuck up. The session
That was you?
ended. Damn, give a nigga a break. Hold on.
That's valid as hell.